It does look a good hill to walk. I was just feeling so anxious this morning, and I hate that because I just want to wake up feeling relaxed and excited for a weekend. I have cut so much back. I don't know how this pizza's going to be. It's an experiment. Look how good that looks. It's a really difficult thing to deal with, isn't it? And it's difficult to try and explain to somebody how it feels. Good morning and welcome back to a new weekend vlog. We have a fun-packed weekend for you. I have just written myself a list. We're having a home weekend, and after the disaster of last weekend when we had my mum's dog, which completely wiped us out, we are now fully recovered and we've got a lovely list of things. We're actually just heading out the door. We're going to try a new walk, and then we've got a whole load of other things that we want to share with you this weekend. It's going to be a nice one. Cozy and homely and just all the fun stuff that we love and hope that you love too. So thank you for being here with us, and we hope you enjoy this weekend vlog. So today's outing is past Longleat. We're not actually going to Longleat. We found a walk that we fancy doing. We've been looking on Google Maps, haven't we?
Yeah.
We're going up there, up that hill. It's a National Trust car park. Apparently there's not many spaces, but we're here early on a Saturday morning. I read reviews and it says to beware of all the potholes as you enter. It is a free car park. And there are spaces here, so that's fortunate. Aid's just seen the hill. This is somewhere I bookmarked on Google Maps quite some time ago. He's just asked if I'm planning to kill him, because we haven't been doing our walking very much lately. Not like we used to. We did obviously 10 miles a few weeks ago, but we've just been sort of like doing 3-4 miles at a time. Right, let's have a little look. There's a National Trust thing here. I've seen this in the reviews about cattle grazing. I can hear the sheep. So this is where we are. Ancient landscape. Humans have been active on this prominent chalk hill for many thousands of years. The distinctive remains of ramparts from part of an Iron Age hill fort that was in use about 2,200 years ago. That's quite a long time ago, and they reckon the burial mounds dating back to the Bronze Age some 4,000 years ago. Let's go and have a look at this hill. Looks a good one. It does look a good hill to walk. That is quite steep actually, Aid, I'll give you that. It's just over 800 metres. Feet, sorry.
Did you say feet or metres?
I got confused.
It's about 200 something metres.
Yeah. I was reading the reviews. Look, we've got lovely sheep. That's a nice surprise. We've just found a pony and a couple of donkeys. Can you see the crosses, Aid? Anybody else not know that donkeys have crosses on their backs? Aid didn't know until recently. And then I found out our kids didn't know, and my siblings didn't either. You can just see them there. Just see the tops of the crosses. Does this give you flashbacks of when we climbed Snowdon?
A little bit, yeah.
Here we go. It's
high.
not so daunting. Do you remember that start of Snowdon?
Well, the first bit we got before the mountain, even on the tarmac.
I know, it was so steep, wasn't it? Oh, they're all being fed back there. We climbed Snowdon. We actually went as part of Lee and Nick's group. That was during lockdown, wasn't it? Or COVID. And we all did it for charity. So if you haven't seen our Snowdon video, I think it's one of my most watched videos on this channel actually. I'll leave the link below if you haven't seen that. Snowdon was the most physical, hardest thing I have ever done in my life. And I remember thinking the next day, I will never do that again. But I would. But we would train differently for it. We trained for it last time just in terms of, yes,
walking.
we can
do the distances. We could easily do even 2-3 times the distance of what it was to walk, but it's the incline. But
it wasn't just the incline though. We realised but where we were used to walking, we lived in Hampshire then, it was very soft, very sandy, very mossy, but there it's so hard, and the terrain,
it's uneven.
Yeah, and coming down was actually more painful, and it was physically painful than going up. It was just like that on your toes, on your knees. It was really, really hard. Let us know if you've ever climbed Snowdon or any other mountains. I'd love to hear. It's quite impressive actually, isn't it? Some little steps. I just keep thinking about a cheese triple sandwich now. Cattle grazing. Oh, that was a bit uneven. This is like the perfect weekend activity. You coming through? These flowers on here are nice. I wonder if they're blackberries actually. Flowers are so pretty. They're almost like wild roses on here. Well, these are the blackberries, are they? They're so pretty. The fence is to stop further erosion. To this sense, please respect the fence and use the common recommended route to the top. Oh, so are we supposed to go this way then? We're not supposed to go that way. We're doing the respectful thing and walking away from the chalk bit. But that seemed like the natural way to walk, didn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see if there's another way away from it. Yeah,
Doesn't they?
it does. Should we try that?
Yeah.
Pretty views already. Try this one. We do tend to be rule keepers. Try and do as we're told. It's only the start, Aid. Got all this to do. I'm so wishing we bought a cheese triple. This is actually steeper than I thought. We can come down on our bum.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
That's where we're parked, it's just over there where the metal things are at the end. It's steep, isn't it? I just realised because I had my camera out and I lost my balance.
Right.
Where did they come from? Do they know a better way?
Yeah, probably.
It's a train to the top. I came up with my hands out. Babe, you're making me really nervous. We've still got that bit to go though. Oh look, this is a little bit.
No.
Do you need a rest?
It's steeper than it looks.
I know. Do you enjoy our weekend walks?
I haven't walked all week as well.
I'm thinking I may have misunderstood the walk because on the reviews it says it's an hour round trip and we've just come up in about 2 minutes. Maybe we weren't supposed to just climb up through the middle. We're going to go this way. I wonder if you can just get to that last little bit through there. See, I thought we could just climb there, look. There's a little bit there. See, that would be easier. Abe thinks we should go this way. We're trying to get our steps in actually, aren't we? It's not an endurance test. So if you could have had any meal deal today, what would it have been?
Probably the cheese triple.
Cheese triple with what crisps? What are you fancying
Prawn
today?
no, square crisps.
Salt and vinegar squares.
Oh, no, I don't know. Probably prawn cocktail because the squares might make me thirsty.
I'd go prawn cocktail as well. Prawn cocktail Walkers and a Pepsi Max.
A Coke.
You'd go for a
Full-fat
Coke.
Coke.
Some big cowpats up here. See, on the...
I might get some soup.
Soup? No, you'd never choose soup for a meal deal. I didn't even know soup was an option. Apparently, according to this programme we were watching, let us know if you've watched it by the way, you can even get pot noodles these days. But they were like trying to work out the best value ones. So going for the large Red Bull can is one of the higher ones. Oh wow, it gets even steeper actually. Look, it goes up even there. But like you can get the innocent smoothies, the wraps cost more, but to be honest, I'm not there to try and get the best value. I'm there for what I personally want to eat. Oh wow, this is so cool. I wonder if we missed some of the best bits going up through the middle.
Yeah.
This isn't, I just thought it was like, you get to the top and that's it. This is so cool. Just imagine sledging in the winter. It's weird. That is Longleat. So just think there's lions, I don't know what's actually in there, tigers and all sorts, all beyond those trees. Penguins possibly? Don't know, I haven't been to the...
Penguins?
Well, that's what you get in the zoo.
No, but what's that? That's the immediate... I know you get them there, but the
It's
lions
just weird.
and tigers
Yeah.
are the things that might escape.
No, but I'm just thinking
I
it's
was thinking
weird to
things
think.
escaping.
No, it's just weird to think there might be penguins over there. Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know. Have you ever been to Longleat?
No.
Babe, talking of, you've got zebras on your pants. You've gone in with the Longleat theme today. I love your theming. we're going.
It must go round it.
Yeah.
So that's why it's a nice walk.
Do you think people were looking at us thinking, what on earth are they doing? Probably is a nice walk if you do it the normal way. I think we are at the top now. Just having a walk. Let's have a look, see what we can see over here. You get to see some beautiful, beautiful homes. This is so cool. There's definitely some big homes around here and lots of farms. That one's nice, that one there. I like the look of that one. I thought it was literally like a mound. I didn't realise there was like loads of hilly bits everywhere. That field looks stunning. Yeah, that's the thing I see on the reviews where people put photos. So we need to go over there. Oh, I just trod. I'm so glad that cow pat I just stood in was really firm. That would have really messed my little shoes up. I love reading reviews, by the way. I find it so funny. We were laughing, one person's review, he left so much information about his wife not wanting to come and all that, and he left her in the car, and that about the cows, and there were cows on the hill that was someone standing up and someone lying down, and he said, what else would they do? Yeah, cows don't do much more than stand up and lie, do they?
No.
Funny review though. Do love a review. Makes us laugh. Are you one to leave reviews? I'm trying to do that a lot more often now because I think it's so helpful for small businesses. I've been going on a lot more and coffee shops, little local coffee shops, and just the places where we go for lunch and that. I did, and if there is anything negative, and the only negative one I've read left has been the one with the chicken wings, but I did say it was the most beautiful, but you kind of do it as a constructive thing because you hope they might read it, and if other people feel the same, they might think, oh, actually, maybe we need to change our recipe or something like that. But I would never leave it in a nasty way, but more of a constructive way. But that's been the only kind of one with any negativity that I've left. Oh, wow. Let's go and see what this stone thing says. The thing, what does it say on the top? It's designed. Oh, there's nothing
it's
at all.
It's like a waypoint. I'm just trying to see. Normally they've got an ordnance survey marker on it, which is there, which has a number.
What is it for?
I don't know actually. It's obviously a reference of where it is.
Okay, so it's not of any historic.
No,
thing.
But it's to do with mapping and things like that. So
that's quite cool up here then.
So that number will mean something, but I don't know what. We'll research it. Or
So
if anyone
we've
knows.
got Wiltshire and Somerset. Actually, it might even have Dorset, because Dorset's not too far either, is it? Might even have Dorset in the background there. Quite a cool view. This side is all Wiltshire. How many steps we've done so far?
I don't know.
Just over 2,000.
We went right up.
I know.
That would have been about 10,000.
We wanted to get our 10,000 steps in.
We'll do it on the way down, I reckon we will.
Okay. I feel like we've got this whole mountain. We'd call it a mountain.
What's different between a mountain and a hill?
There's a lot.
Is there?
Yeah. I feel like we've got the whole mountain to ourselves. We don't actually have mountains in our country, apparently. I was watching a video.
Snowdon's a mountain.
But I was watching a video, but I guess technically that's Wales. I was watching a video about an English guy who lives in Germany, and he gave our mountains here, what we call the mountains in England, he gave them another word, and it's supposed to be like between a mountain and a hill and a mountain. I can't remember what he called it, but he wasn't as lucky with his cow pat. Somebody else's was a bit softer than mine.
Not too bad.
May not have a meal deal, but we've got a little high protein bar. These flapjacks, they're salted caramel. They are so good. They're very similar to those other ones that you bought, but they're like
ones.
the third of the price.
They
very
were
similar ingredients, aren't
Yeah,
they?
similar ingredients. They were definitely cheaper.
Yeah, much cheaper.
And there's a slightly different consistency. These are more like, not say the Rice Krispie, but they don't feel as oaty, do they?
Yeah, the others
but
are much more
they're
oatier.
still filling.
Really, but almost like identical flavours. Really good. And they look like that. They've got almost like a little bit of a caramelly type filling, salted caramel on top, and then it's quite crispy underneath. Going to see if we can find a longer way down to get some steps in now. Maybe not quite so direct. I think going down is much scarier. Do you think she's done a more sensible way? I'm just going to stick with this, I think. We've seen 3 people now come up from this way. So we've kind of like followed where they were coming from. And this looks more sensible. Yeah, this is a more user-friendly route, isn't it? Might get a few more steps. And do you kind of want to walk around a little bit while we're here, actually, to get some steps in? Because that's the purpose we're here. You happy with that? Just explore a little bit. Cool. This weekend we haven't really got anything planned. We've got some really, really busy weekends coming up the next sort of few summer months. We're kind of like our planners now at the stage of we can't really take anything else on now till October. It's a bit crazy. But I wake up whenever we have a weekend with no plans. I wake up feeling so anxious, and we still wake up at 5 just naturally in the morning, no alarm set. We wake up really early. I was just feeling so anxious this morning, and I hate that because I just want to wake up feeling relaxed and excited for a weekend. But something I've been doing, because this is quite normal for me to feel like this, and it made me realise that when I have no structure, it makes me really anxious. We spoke about this quite a few months ago, didn't we? Yeah. And we decided that I need to have a to-do list, even if I have nothing planned, and even if it's really nice things. So when I came down and made coffee this morning, I made myself a to-do list, and I've just got things on there like
read
a magazine. It sounds really stupid. Watch a movie. I want to do some gardening. Walk. Coffee was on there. I want to make homemade pizza. I've got a new idea for a pizza which I'm going to share with you. But just really nice things. I want to do some journaling. But is that where we were sat before?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So do you remember we went up and we went round?
Okay.
If we'd have come down, we'd have come to that point.
Right. Are we walking past, or should we just continue?
Well, do we want to...
Sorry, my battery went on me. So I found this morning all my anxiety's gone again now, and I think just getting out the house, making that list, instantly took a load off my shoulders. And I know it sounds so silly, but I think with anxiety quite often you don't know why you have it. It's just a feeling. And it's just horrible. It's really horrible, because you can't just say, right, okay, I'm just not going to be anxious now, because you can't just make it go away on its own. But getting out the house this morning has really helped, and I just feel like having my nice little to-do list has given me some structure for the weekend now, and I feel so much better for it. So if anybody else feels the same, I highly recommend you try that. Make yourself a list and get yourself outside.
I think also last week we were feeling really tired after
definitely
last week, so this week's been a bit of a funny one in regards to that.
Yeah,
it may sound daft, but
I think tiredness doesn't help, because
tiredness really does add to it. I mean, it's, for example, we've been falling asleep in the early evenings, haven't we? We've been struggling to stay awake.
Yeah.
And then of course you don't get motivation. I haven't walked this week at all, and that's made me feel really rubbish.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, just getting out really helps.
That's where we were all the way up there before. It's quite cool. I wonder if which ones are burial mounds. And
very top.
You reckon? Well, that was that lady that we just saw a moment ago. I think there's so many different ways to walk around here. The grass doesn't look real down there.
I was going to point that out. It looks like it's just,
artificial. Maybe it is. It looks really weird. Beautiful though, isn't it?
Yeah. We were obviously up there, weren't we?
We were right up there. I can confirm this way was a much easier way. There's a little fence that we came up, so we must have ran up there somewhere. I can't believe we did that.
Tiny little sort of steps.
Yeah, it was fun though, wasn't it?
It was fun, yeah, well, partially.
I'm also test driving some new leggings. I've got leggings like this that our daughter bought from Nike years and years ago, and they were quite expensive. She didn't want them anymore, so I took them years ago. They still have got their full elasticity. They are so good. Got a pocket on the side, but they're a little bit tight on me these days, and they're not as comfortable as they used to be. It's impressive that they still are true to their size all these years later, but I was wanting a replacement. They don't seem to make them anymore, but I found these ones on Amazon a couple of days ago, so I thought these might be quite good for Germany. We're taking just hand luggage when we go, so I want just light clothing, and it's going to be quite an active trip. So I thought they were $16.99, They've got a pocket 3/4 length. I am so impressed. They're quite high-waisted as well. They're like, I think they're described as yoga pants. So they're very complimentary. Come in loads of different colours. I'm very impressed. I'll pop them in my Amazon storefront and pop the little link below. I've got home to a little parcel on the doorstep. I have got some Converse. They are nearly new. They are from eBay, and because I'm only a child's size, I can always buy Converse really cheap. These were £8 something, and because kids don't really wear their shoes very, sort of wear them in, they're always like brand new when I buy them. I've even bought brand new ones before. But yeah, as you can tell, they've barely been worn. They look new. So I am very pleased with that. It's a very cheap way for me to buy shoes. We added on a few more steps. We did just under 6,000 in the end. Aid's going to get out and mow the lawn, the garden. The weather out there is lovely. I'm going to whip up some hummus so we can have some lunch, and then I'm going to do some gardening as well.
Same old story being told inside my head.
We can cross off coffee
I'm too shy
and
to
walk.
straighten
What I try and do to increase my fruit intake is to leave things out on the side. I tend to find if it's out, I'll just pick as I walk past, or like now I'm just kind of like doing bits and pieces, getting ready for the hummus, to make the hummus, and I'll just pick at it. I've done that with melon before. I've just have a box of melon out in the day, and with a little fork in there with the lid on, and we will just pick at it throughout the day, and it's just such a good way to get extra fruit in us. I'm pretty good anyway. I generally have a banana in the morning and then a pear in the afternoon, and I eat loads and loads of veg, but I think it's just a really good way, if you're not great at eating things, just to get the extra fruit and veg in you. So let's make hummus together again. I've got the chickpeas, I've got 2 cloves of garlic. I'm wanting to make it different. Last time I made the sun-dried tomato and garlic, and that was so delicious. It's been the best one I've ever made. Fancying something a little bit different. I've actually got a load of caramelised onion that I made in a jar. I might add that. Let's add some tahini, 1/4 cup of tahini. I'm just sort of playing with the recipe a little bit, just to try and make some different flavours. Let's make some creamy hummus. Put the caramelised onion that I made ages and ages ago in here. I don't want to blitz that down too much. I've put too much garlic in this. The garlic cloves were too big, and it's actually got quite a kick to it because of the garlic. But it's not in a nice way.
That can be spicy, can't it?
Yeah. I did add a little bit of this again as well, the tomato, just as a couple of spoons. It's really nice, really nice. I might add some feta to that as well, actually. I've just poured in some of the liquid there from the feta as well. It's not too much, but let's whiz that down and see what that's like. We're getting experimental with our hummus now. That is so good. Sweetness of the onions with a little bit of the feta. It's really delicious. That is a good pot of hummus. I'm coming outside. I'm going to trim back the invasive bit, have a little bit of a weed. I have cut so much down from over here. Oh, and something else exciting. Aid's been trimming all out here as well. We've got our first flower on our passion flower. I come and check this all the time. I just love these. Aren't they beautiful? We are going to have so many. I've solved the problem from this as well. I was reading up. I don't know if you remember, I was saying it was really brown and crunchy. It was just lack of water. So that was it. But we're sort of like training it up. We want it to grow all along here. We're very excited about this. It's one that grips as well. So we're sort of trying to encourage it to stick to the wall. Now time to get some of these stubborn weeds up. The slugs have had so much of this yellow one. We bought that just a few weeks ago. Oh, that one came up nicely. That was our phlox that we bought. What's left of it. It's getting bigger. I think I've done this side now. I think that's all tidy. I've cut loads of that back. We can see the lavender again. Oh, I might just do a little bit more of that one. And I'm going to go on to the next side. because looking at it now compared to the other, this one looks really overgrown.
It's the same old story being told inside my head. I'm too shy to straighten up my bones and be a man. I gotta tear this wall apart to let you in. My friends say the time's running out, so take the chance.
I have cut so much back. All of this. Everything's got a bit of breathing space now. And I really, really want this middle one to be dug out, but they are in stiff. It's going to be tricky to get those out. I'm just taking the coffee grounds outside as well for the garden.
Cause the door won't stay open till the end. Won't you tear my world apart?
Now I've quickly put this lunch together. We have got carrot sticks, cucumber, pita, and I've popped some cayenne pepper and feta on top of that hummus. Doesn't that look good?
When it's over, I will see what I've done. Let it go too soon. Oh, I'll be stronger if you
I had a printer delivery this afternoon as well from DPD for my monthly kits. I have a craft subscription box club. That's what I do for my full-time business. And I've just had delivery of my papers for my June and July kits. So now I've got everything I need for my June kit. You've got to see it, it's so cute. It's strawberry shortcake. That's our theme for this month. I'm making cute little clips. We've got little sequin packs and to-do lists and stickers and a little strawberry scented pen and little vintagey bits. We've got alphabet stickers, a stamp, little envelopes. It's so cute. So if you're into crafty bits, I will leave the link for you down below. This month is a cute one, it really is. And I've had a delivery from Paper Maze as well. this is like an ad gifted, they send me bits and I journal with them. And I have chosen these bits this month. Pretty Little Studio from Love is Kind. I am most excited about this little pack here. And the papers are so pretty that I've chosen as well. I can't wait to use those in my journal. All this is for like journaling, scrapbooking, all that kind of thing. And I'm going to take a box of work down with me so that I can work on that whilst we watch a movie later. I've got stock on the landing at the moment. Whilst Aid's in the shower, I'm going to make some homemade pizza for tea. It's actually nearly 5 o'clock now. I'm going to use the flatbread recipe that I've been using. I'll leave the link down below. It is literally 3/4 cup of natural Greek yogurt or plain Greek yogurt with 1 cup of self-raising flour, bit of salt, and that's it. So we're going to mix that up first. I've become a bit addicted to this flatbread, although I read in the car this morning 1 cup of flour has something like 450 odd calories, and I had a look, my sourdough loaf I make 1800 calories. I can finish sometimes one of those in a couple of days on my own. That's so many. All right, I'm going to mix this up. I have never made pizza like this before. This is an absolute first, but the dough is so quick and easy, and I just thought it's such good dough, it would make amazing pizza, surely. I've actually found out my old stone in the cupboard. I want to heat that up in a moment and get that really nice and hot. Let's add a bit more flour to this. Did anyone else have one of those Pampered Chef stones? I have never got rid of it. It's a really good stone. I don't actually use it anymore. And I was thinking, but I can't get rid of it. And then I was thinking in bed this morning, because I think of food all the time, that it would be really good for making pizza. It keeps the heat, it holds the heat really well, so you're cooking it underneath as well. So I'm going to try that today. Let's get the oven on. This should come together really, really quickly. I want our pizza dough to be not sticky and like a ball. I just find it amazing. Yogurt and flour makes bread. That's just crazy. I have put a little bit of salt in there, but that is it. And I'm going to roll that out. I'm going to blitz some pizza topping down. And we're just going to have chopped tomatoes, a little bit of brown sauce, a little bit of ketchup, and some Italian seasoning and salt and pepper.
I'm pushing the dog chain. I'm running up stones on the edge of the bank. Rally the troops for another refrain. I sing this softly to myself. I sing this softly to myself. I'm buried beneath the sand. There's no way to speak without my hand. Watching the paper.
Let's do the taste test. Love that. That is so good. I might add a little bit more salt. I would also use this as a very quick pasta sauce as well. And it's very, very budget friendly. I buy the really cheap ones from Lidl for, I think they're 45p now, something like that.
Bracing for news that I can't bear to hold. While I'm singing this song to myself.
I don't know how this pizza's
I
gonna be.
sing this softly.
Well, because we've never made it with the flatbreads before.
Tore up my jeans on the fence.
It's an experiment.
This iron road I cannot bend, but my walk.
And I found the stone in the cupboard.
I sing this softly to myself. I sing this softly to myself. I'm waking up early again, sitting alone and listening, and there is no separation.
How handy is that? I might use that as, I might do pasta with that on Monday. Always keep your jars. This pizza smells insane. It's been in for 10 minutes on full. Doesn't it smell good? It smells so good. I'm really intrigued to see what this base is like. It was just so much easier. I've always done pizza base using yeast and then doing it in the morning, letting it rise and doing all the kneading. And you saw this came together in just a couple of minutes. That looks really good.
Yes.
Look how good that looks. The crust looks good. I like a little bit of a crusty, thin crust. I wonder which one will be better. Is it? Oh, it's a bit soft underneath. I wonder if that should have been cooked. Oh, I don't know. It's not too bad. Yeah, I think that's going to go in a bit longer as well, actually. It looks and smells amazing. What I will say, I don't really want to cook it for much longer. It's softer than pizza dough usually. Usually I can slide a pizza off and it kind of stays intact, but I think this is going to be softer. But it has browned underneath. But as you can see, I guess it's still very fresh. But the other problem is, because this one's not on paper, this one's going to be tricky to get out. This is why, oh, Alexa off, you need pizza stones that are flat. It makes sense now. This is going to be a really messy one today. I don't know if this is going to be my best pizza ever. I'm thinking possibly not. It's just not quite as crispy as normal pizza dough. So it went in for another 5 minutes. It's been 15, but the bottom just feels where it's a bit thicker. It just feels a bit soggy, but the crisp outside is so nice and crisp. It was a bit of an experiment. The other one, I've turned the oven off. I'm just going to leave it in. Might want a knife and fork with this one, I think. Just to play it safe. Oh, did you want pesto on it?
We'll see how it goes.
I might leave it. Actually, the flies behind you. The only problem when you leave the doors open all day, you get flies in the house. I think that might be one of the best pizzas I've ever made.
That's so tasty.
Even though the base was softer than usual, around the outside it was really crisp, but it was just like in the middle a little bit, but it didn't taste undercooked.
It wasn't undercooked at all. It was
just needed a knife and fork, but it was very, very yummy. We are watching, is it Fear Street Prom Queen? It's like a typical teen slasher movie. And
there's a series of them on there.
Quite enjoying it, a bit of 80s music and all that. It's quite good fun.
I could never settle down too far away from my hometown. With my family I am bound. I stick by them till I'm in the ground.
Found a juicy pear. He's decided to buy a pear tree. We've got our daisies and we've got these ones as well because apparently the slugs don't like these. Well, we went out for daisies and came home with a pear tree. We had such a nice visit. I've been, oh, good morning, by the way. Sorry, I just realised I hadn't started the vlog yet today. I woke up feeling exactly the same today. Really just anxious and horrible. Just not nice. We had a coffee early, and again, waking about 5 o'clock. I just can't seem to get out of that habit of waking before 5, around 5. We got up, had coffee, went out for a walk again first thing, had a really nice walk, did nearly 3 miles and got ready and went out, and then went out. I've been reading up, wanting to get plants that slugs aren't fussed by. Rather than try and fight the slugs, I think I would rather try and buy plants that they don't really want to eat and stick with those. So I've been reading up, got some daisy things and some astra something things. So we're going to pop those out, and we bought a pear tree as well. So I'm going to leave that in the pot, I think, for the time being. I'm just fixing some lunch. Aid's going to watch the Grand Prix. I might do some journaling. I want to do a bit of housework, and then I am going to make a very, very easy dinner. But getting out again really, really does help you. I just feel sort of reset again and quite nice. It's just such a horrible feeling. I hate it. Wedges was so good last week that I've had to do them again. For treats dinner tonight, we've got breaded cod that I picked up, yellow stickered in Lidl for £1 something, with homemade wedgies and peas. Not very traditional on a Sunday. It is Monday morning and I'm at my desk ready to start my work day. I just wanted to say that if you are an anxious person too, and sometimes you don't have to feel nervous about something, sometimes you just feel that way and you don't know why, and until you feel that feeling, it's a really difficult thing to deal with, isn't it? And it's difficult to try and explain to somebody how it feels, because unless you've felt like it yourself, you don't know. I've just been cleaning the stairs, sorry. There's something else that I try and do when I'm feeling like this. I've woken up feeling like it again today. Something I try and do is do things that make me happy. So like, I love clean floors, as you know, so I've just been cleaning the floors, because every time I see them, like if I walk past the stairs and the stairs look really nice and clean and I can see those Hoover marks, it makes me feel really, really happy. I know it sounds silly. I'm about to sit at my desk and do some journaling. Although it's work, I find it really relaxing. So I think it's really, really important to try and do the things that relax you and that you really enjoy, and try list making if you haven't done before. Even if it's just, like I said, for things that you enjoy doing. It helps me, so maybe it will help you. Get outside, have some fresh air. And by the way, just in case you're wondering, we always drink caffeine free. So coffees and Pepsi that I drink are always caffeine free. Yes, because I know that caffeine can play a huge role in anxiety inducing. So lots of water as well. Fresh air, water, just anything to try and ease it. But if you know that feeling, let me know, leave your comment below. I'm going to finish up here. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's helped relax you, and I look forward to seeing you next week in a new vlog. I'll see you on Friday actually. Take care, have a great week. Bye.